permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus level.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get it down at the 4 after the big pass play.
We knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. And the Badgers will hustle to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on third. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Badgers will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll pull it on the read. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Poe. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the play on third down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Rice. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The RPO, it's complete.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Badgers are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just triples to the ground. And the Buckeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Pocket breaking down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. And the ball squirted out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To the ground with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The Badgers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Caught over the middle. It's Fisher. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cantrell. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And the quick shuffle pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. And the Badgers want to move quickly. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Red pass, it's complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Pulls and fired complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down, 10 yards to go. Unloads quickly. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds a little space.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off, and down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. On the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Jordan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Poe. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they pull it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Poe. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. There he goes! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now the play fake. And the timing just a hair off. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Badgers. And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Rice.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He wants to change this route. They're working that left side. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Green. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Handoff from the shotgun. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Poe. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Badgers are in the red zone. Trying play action. Finds his man down the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. This offense has it with really good field position. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Poe. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it looking for the 1st down. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Using his legs, it's Hill. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's up. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. Right down the middle. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board.
Ohio State, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Poe. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The short hands, it's Jordan. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the